영원히 stay gold and never let go.
Hi! So I'm going to be doing an album collection video today. It's 2019, more than halfway through with January, and I thought this would just be a good idea to like start the year off with an overview of everything and then just see the progression of what is bought and purchased this year. Who knows? There has been some purchases and I'll just tell you them now because they won't be in this video, obviously. But I have bought an Astro's album, the All Light album. So we do have both of those coming, and I bought Onu's Blue and EXO's Love Shot, both versions of that, and then I also have pre-ordered 17's You Made My Dawn. I think that's what it's called. But I bought all the versions of that, so those will get here when they get here. So, preface. Some groups will be shown at the end, so like my Astro, newest, BTS, Monsta X, B.A.P, 101, EXO, Infinite, and 17 will be shown at the very end. Right now, we're starting with my favorite soloist and then my top girl groups before we move on to just everything in general. Okay, so let's start. First with IU, because she is my solo favorite and she's also my ultimate female bias. So we have her Real album, and then we have Last Fantasy, the special edition, and Spring of a 20-Year-Old. And then we have the amazing Modern Times. This was the special edition version. And then we also have the Modern Times repackaged Epilogue. Fantastic. That is such a great album. But Last Fantasy and Epilogue are amazing. Her cover album, Flower Bookmark, this is one. And then we have the Chatshire album, Purple. And the fourth full-length album, Palette, so good. And we have her Flower Bookmark 2. So this is her second time doing some covers. Really great. And then we move on to Red Velvet, which is one of my top girl groups. And we have Ice Cream Cake. And we have The Red, fantastic piece of work. And then we have The Velvet. And we have Russian Roulette. And we have Ricky. And we have Red Summer, which is such an amazing album. I love that one. And we have Perfect Velvet. And we have the repackage, the Perfect Red Velvet. This album is the truth. Alright, it's so good. And then we have Irene's cover for the Summer Magic album. And I didn't buy Really Bad Boy yet, but it's still going to be purchased eventually. Alright, so yeah. And now we have my Twice albums. So we have The Story Begins. They're also a top girl group, as are the other ones that I keep on showing here. Page 2, this is the mint version. And then we have Twice Coaster Lane 1, the apricot version, I'm pretty sure. Yes, apricot version. That's probably one of my favorite Twice albums. And then we have Twice Coaster Lane 2. And then we have the pink version of Signal, which is my favorite Twice mini album still. And then we have the first album, Twiceagram, the blue matte version, because there's 6 different versions, technically speaking. That's too much for me, though. I'm not even gonna... yeah, and then we have Merry and Happy, the pink version. Ugh. Twice, y'all. I love Twice. And then we have What Is Love. And Summer Nights. Which, you know, I like I don't have too many gripes with photo book packaging, but it is not my favorite because it's just thick paper on the outside. You can make it a little more sturdy. Thank you. And then we have the B.A.P, which is Yes or Yes. This is a whole B.A.P. It's a vibe. Get into it if you haven't. Damn, this thing is heavy. Oh my. And then we move on to Girls' Generation. And my Girls' Generation albums is still not completed. It is, you know, there's a lot of stuff and there's a lot of groups here that aren't completed. And you know, will they get completed? Maybe one day. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But anyways, we start off with SHINee. And then move on to O. And then we skip a bunch to The Boyz, which is one of the first K-pop albums I ever got. Such a great one. Love the packaging. And then we have Mr. Taxi. Y'all, you go to Japan, you might just be surprised what you find there for $1, cause holla. And then we have I Got a Boy. So I have Tiffany's version, which was the first version I got. And then later on that year for my birthday, I bought Jessica's, because she was my second favorite in Girls' Generation before she left. And I also bought Yuri's, because she's also one of my favorites in purple. My favorite color. And then we have Mr. and Lionheart. And we have Holiday Night. I think this is the holiday version. I think. I didn't really keep track. My one Japanese album, the Love and Peace album. This is such a great one. This one is the one with the CD and the DVD. Also, I found this at a book off and in Japan when I went to Japan. And yo, hit up your book offs, because sometimes they have, in Japan, the book off that I went to in the Akihabara area, they had so much K-pop albums and Japanese K-pop albums, especially the Japanese albums from K-pop groups, and they were pretty good price. Like, this is used, yes, but it's a great quality, and it only cost me like $8. That's amazing. And then we move on to the subunits of TTS. We have the first mini album, Twinkle. And then we have TTS's Holler, and then move on to the solos, which also not completed, but you know, we get in there eventually. We have Taeyeon's I and Y, and My Voice, the deluxe version. And then we have Tiffany's I Just Wanna Dance. Taeyeon is still probably my favorite soloist out of the Girls' Generation members. And I just kept this here with the rest of them because the OT9 is still it for me. But, you know, Jessica's with Love J. And then we move on to Apink, and I have that one single, shoot, the name is escaping me. Summertime. I think it's called Summertime. And this was Chodong CD plate. The CD is actually in my CD case. Yes. $1 book off. And then Apink, I have managed to have this, like a whole chunk from debut up until this point. Not like the present, but up until a certain point completed. So I feel impressed because that took me a while, because I, for a long time, did not have 7 Springs of Apink. But I do now. And I have Snow Pink. And then we have my very badly damaged album, Thank You, Yes, Asia. Anane. Those cheap bitches didn't even give me no refund. So deal with that. But anyways. Secret Garden. My favorite Apink album. Pink Blossom. Another really great one. Pink Love. And then we have Pink Memory, the white version. And we have Unji's first mini album, which is so good. Oh, it's such a beautiful album. And then we move on to everything else in alphabetical order, starting with numbers first. So let us begin with that. We have 15 Ann's first album and only album, Sugar. And this was when Soompi used to have their like CD store, and they had like signed albums. So I did get this signed. And then we have 21's first mini album, the first full-length album, 2NE1, the second mini album. We have Crush, 2 p.m.'s 1:59 p.m. Hands Up, the first 2 p.m. album I ever got. And then we have Grown. 80 TOY is a really great song. Then we have version B of Grown, which is the heat sensitive cover. Anyways, here you go. Just abdominals galore. And then we have 4 minutes. First mini album, 4 Music. The first full-length album, 4 Minutes Left. Volume Up. Name is 4 Minute. And we have Hyunna's Bubble Pop. And then we have Double A's Okay About It. This is a random ass group, but if you watch Edward Avila's videos, that guy in it, T-ARA, you've seen him a few times on his channel if you watch him. He was in this group. And then we have After School New School Girl, Because of You, Bang, Virgin, great. After School makes amazing music. Flashback. And then we have First Love, E-Young version and Lizzie version. And then we have After School Blues, the 4th single album. Then we have Orange Caramel's Lipstick. So as you can tell, soloists and subunits go with the main group. Then we have Catalina. And then we have Ailey's first mini album, Invitation. Oh my goodness. So when she first came out with Heaven, I was shook. The vocals was everything. I love it. And then we have A's Dollhouse. And then we have Octon Musician's Play album. Quality music. AOA's Good Luck. And then we have B.A.P's Crash. This thing is so heavy. B.A.P makes some big old packages. And then we have First Sensibility, the first full-length album. Fantastic. And then we have B.A.P Matrix. You'll see. There's an explanation. Everything that fits on the shelf fits in a way. So if it's a group and then they have to move on to the next level of the shelf, but there'd be space that I could fill up with another album there. So sometimes the stuff is not in chronological order of release date, as you can tell with B.A.P. Then we have B.A.P's Unplugged 2014, like I said. Different order. And then we have Carnival, the special edition, and Beasts, Fiction and Fact. The second album, Hard to Love, How to Love. Then we have the white and black versions of the Good Luck album. These actually, with this part, make it so that they can mold together like this. Cool, random tidbits. Time, 12:30. Keekwan's 1. Block B's Welcome to the Block. Boa's first English album. Boa Pentagon Sajungi's Red Planet. Really great. Boyfriend's second mini album, Obsession. This is also a Simpy thing. And then we have the Boyz and the first mini album, The First. We had both versions of this one. And then we have the second mini album, The Start. The single album, The Sphere. And the third mini album, The Only. And then we move on to Brown Eyed Girls, Sound G. My first K-pop album I ever bought. And Mario, aka Joe Honey. That Brown Eyed Girls album was bought back in 2011. And then we have B2B's Press Play. The fourth mini album, Beep Beep Bong Bong. The first full-length album, Complete. Oh, that thing is heavy. The second album, Brother Act. CLC's Free SM. This is a girl rock group, Clina, We Are Clina. CNBLUE's Ear Fun, and this is Minhyuk's version. And then we have CNBLUE's Can't Stop. CNBLUE's second album, Together. M-Wave. It's signed from M-Wave. And then we have Younghwa's One Fine Day, the white version. Davichi Vivid Summer Edition. This is the first album repackage. This album holds the song Love and War featuring Haha, and that is the first K-pop song I ever watched, listened to on YouTube. In general, amazing. Such a great song. Second album, Mystic Ballad. Day 6, The Day, the first album. I think that was upside down. The Day. Day 6 is my favorite Korean band. Daydream. Sunrise. Moonrise. I do need to get those 2 mini albums, y'all. And I will. Then we have TVXQ, the third album. And then Neurotic. This is version C. I skimped on the packaging so I could get the one with the most songs. And then TVXQ's this is the Big East version, I think. And then we have Dreamcatcher's Prequel. Look at that purple. Dawn, first album, Panorama, mini album. Dean's 130 Mood, Trouble, upside down. And then we have Eric Nam's Heaven's Door. So cute. FT Island's 5 Treasure Box. FX's New ABO. FX's Pinocchio. Pink Tape, a flawless classic. And then we have the third album, Red Light, another flawless classic, and 4 Walls. And I got Luna on the back. And then we have G-Friends, Rough, Snowflake, G-Friends, Lots of Love, M-Wave Special again, G-Friends, Rainbow, and then we have Girls' Days, Female President, Something, Darling, and then we have Golden Child's first mini album, Gold Child, GOT7's first album, Got It, and then we have the second mini album, Got Love, and this is Jackson signed, Soompi again, back when Jackson was my bias. And then we have Identity, the first album. And then we have Just Right. Mad. Flight Log, Departure. And then we have Turbulence, and it's JB's version. As you can see, my bias is now JB. And then we have 7 for 7, the 7th mini album. This is such a great album. And then we have JJ Project's Verse 2, which is fantastic. And then we have Goo Goo Dolls' first mini album, Wonderland, Act 1, The Little Mermaid. And then we have Hyunsuk and Wayung's first single album. Ooh, the title is escaping me. The Korean title, though, is Nunbushige Chalanha. And then we have the first mini album, the second project thing together, though, of Hyunsuk and Wayung, and it's Colorful Dream. And then we have iKON with their Welcome Back album, the green version, because I thought it looked so cool green. And then we have IOI's Chrysalis and Miss Me. And it's very hard to tell because they signed in black Sharpie, but it is an all-group signed album from M-Wave. And this one, this was back when they used to do you could get your like tile picked, and you could get like and you could possibly get a chance of getting a special photo card, and it just so happened in my luck that my tile did get picked, so I got this like special photo card. So that by far was the best thing that ever happened to me with IOI, because yeah, last comeback, getting my tile picked. Then we have IZ*ONE's Color Eyes, Jejung's WWW, JBJ. This is the limited edition of the first mini album. Thing is bulky and it's heavy, and I had to bring that all the way back from Korea. My suitcases, y'all. And then we have JBJ's Fantasy again, both versions. And in the green special edition, I got this version. And then we have New Moon. And we have Jungkook and Shihan's The. And Junio's My First June. Kara's Full Bloom. Card's first mini album. Hollow, y'all. Hollow sexuals, not me. Lead Apples, Bad Boys. And then we have Odd Eye Circle and Mix and Match. Next, we have Lehi's first album, First Love. Madtown's Welcome to Madtown. M Black's Mona Lisa. Yes, the sides started falling off because it was so hard to get everything out of the plastic slipcase. And at the time, I thought it was a smart idea to tape it. Should have used some hot glue. Lesson learned, mistake. Oh well, it's not as if I'm going to get rid of this album. And then we have M Black's Love Beat. Barokin. And then we have M&D's first mini album. Miss A's A-Class. Miss A's Independent Woman Part 3. Hush. Momoland's Great. MXM's Unmix. NCT 127's Fire Truck. Limitless. We all know how I feel about that package. Cherry Bomb. And then we have Regular Irregular. And we have Regulates, Jaehyun's version. Look at my man's looking so good. I see you, boo. And then we have NCT Dream's We Young. And We Go Up. And we have Empathy. This is the color version. The Dream version. Yeah, as you can see, I forgot what it was called, but yes. And then we have N-Flying's first mini album. 9 Muses Sweet Rendezvous. 9 Muses Dolls. 9 Muses Prima Donna. Strange thing in this album, I don't know what happened, but like the finish on the photo book started acting really weird. I don't know if it got affected by like humidity or something, but it wrinkled. That's never happened to me in any other album except for this one. I don't know what happened. And then we have Oh My Girl's first mini album, Closer. Pink Ocean. Windy Day. ONF's first mini album. Pentagon's first mini album. The second mini album, names escaping me. The third one, which is Ceremony. I think the second one was called First 5 Senses. Demo 1. Ugh, I so want to get the other ones that I'm missing for Pentagon because I love them. Phantom City. Pristin's School Out. Rain's first mini album, Sunshine. Fun fact, not the time that I bought this album, I don't think, but there was a time when me and my friends went to Myeongdong and we were getting ready to leave, and then we just saw like there was a makeshift stage, and they were playing the song from the Hospital Ship OST that they recorded before they debuted with Juliet, and it turned out to be Reigns was doing a busking performance. And I was like, what? That's amazing. So we stayed and watched a little bit of that. That was really cool. Romeo's EP, The Romeo, and Romeo's Zero In. Romeo's fourth mini album, Without You. Roy Kim's Love, Love, Love. The first album, not mini album, first album. Samuel's 16. Samuel's Eye Candy. Sunho's Spring Sunho. Secrets Madonna. Secrets Moving in Secret. Secrets Poison. Secrets fourth mini album, Letter from Secret, my favorite Secret album. SHINee's Replay, the first mini album. SHINee's Hello. SHINee's Sherlock, Jonghyun's version. SHINee's Misconceptions of Me, Why So Serious. Everybody. SHINee's Odd. And then we have version B. Why they had to do the clowns, yo. One of One. This is their first Japanese album, the Korean version. And then we have Taemin's Ace. Jonghyun's Bass. She Is. And Poet Artist. And then we have Sistar's So Cool. That is another one of the first albums I ever bought. Sistar's Alone. Give It To Me. Sistar 19's Gone Not Around Any Longer. That is such a long title. Stray Kids' first album, I Am Not. I don't remember what version this is. I'm sorry. Anyways. Then we have I Am Who. And I Am You. I like how those two rhymed with each other. That's cute. Then we have Super Junior's Spy. This Is Love, Etuk's version. Henry's Trap. Such a good album. Oh my gosh. I remember when that came out and I was so impressed. I had to buy it. Taeyong's Rise. Then we move on to T-ARA. And we have the absolute first album. Temptastic. John Travolta Wannabe, which is the one with Roly Poly. Then we have Mirage, Sexy Love, a repackage of the Day by Day album. And then we have T-ARA's Again, which is the number 9 album. T-ARA N4's single album. Teen Top's Roman, such a cute one. Teen Top's first album, number 1. Teen Top's Class. Teen Top's Natural Born, the Passion version, and the Dream version. And then we have U-Kiss's Break Time. For the longest, this was out of print, and then when they, I don't remember when, but they eventually like had a reprinting, I guess. That was cool. Unfortunately, I only have some random Asian version of the Brand New Kiss album, and then the Taiwanese version of Brand New Kiss. Yep. That's just how the cookie crumbled. And then we have Neverlands, which is such a great album. And this is the first boy group album I ever purchased. So that holds the special memories. And then we have U-Kiss's Dora Dora, the 6th mini album. They have a lot of mini albums. U-Kiss's The Special to Kiss Me, Believe. Then we have Stop Girl, In the Name of Love. And U-Kiss's Moments. Then we have, oh, yeah, that was out of order. Oh, well. Like I said, the space, U-Kiss's Collage, Mono Scandal, You Beat, the first mini album and repack. This was the first signed K-pop album I ever got from Soompi and just in general. And then we have Uptension's Bravo, Victon's Voice to the New World. And then we have Vixx Rock Your Body. Vixx's Jekyll. It's so cute. And the slipcase for that one, for mine at least, actually fits with the jewel case. Shocking. Vixx's Voodoo doll. Vixx's Eternity. Error. Vixx's Error is such a quality release. Chained Up. And then we have Zelos. Love this photo book. And then we have Shangri-La. And Vixx LR's Beautiful Liar. Whisper to me now. And then we have Wiki Miki's first mini album, We Me. I Don't Like Your Girlfriend. And then Winner, the Win's Epilogue Edition DVD, the 100 Days. Actually, I think this ain't just Winner. This is also with Icon's team as well. And then we have Winner's 2014 SS. Oh, that was such a great album when it was released. I was really a fan of it. I loved it. And then Winner's R24, both of the versions. And then we have WJSN's The Secret. Wonder Girls, Nobody. Wonder Girls, Wonder World. Please be my baby. And then we have Wonder Party. This is such a unique packaging. Doesn't stand up by itself, but you know, it's unique. Sunmi's Full Moon. Jaya's Illusion. This was on one of those Yes Asia super sales, so it was super cheap. It's the one with the DVD as well, right? This is the one with the DVD. Yep. Jaya's Phoenix, again, Yes Asia super sale, was only like $4. And then Jaya's First Home, Breathe. And then we move on to my OSTs, which is not a lot, but we have Air's Soundtrack Part 1, Part 2. And we have Reply 1994. This is so cute, like, fitting with the theme. They did that for the other one, 97, as well. It was like a videotape, and this one is like a floppy disk. That's really cute. Aesthetics, keeping up with the concept. To the Beautiful You soundtrack, and this is so weird, but they just, I guess they needed more people in the background shot, but there's like the cast, and then you can just see EXO dispersed there, OT12 EXO, and it's just like, what? But yeah, that's cute. While You Were Sleeping soundtrack. So, oh my god, this soundtrack is amazing. The drama is my favorite drama of all time. I love me some Lee Jung-suk. And he sings 2 songs on that, so you know. Bless me. And then we move on to my AKB48s and my 48s in general. Produce 48 decided to make me fall into this AKB48 world. So we have the 3rd album, and this contains heavy rotation. And then we have this one. The names in these are all in Japanese, and I don't remember the English translations. I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to tell you which ones has what the hits was. This has Love, Fortune Cookie, and Sayonara Crawl. Sayonara Kuro. And then we have the 6th album, and this one includes Labrador Retriever, Hopeful Refrain. The melody of that one is escaping me at the moment. Heart Placard. And then we have this one. Ooh! This is Thumbnail. And it has High Tension on it. And then we also have NMB48's Warata People single. Warata People. Yes. So that is that. And now we move on to my all-time favorites, aka the boy groups. So yes, let's get it. I'm out of order again, but Onu's Voice, recently acquired because it came in the mail. And now we move on to Monsta X. So we have the first mini album, Trespass. So basically now we're moving into my top boy groups. So these ones, just like you saw with the Twice, Girls' Generation, and Apink, and Red Velvet, and IU, now it's the same for the boys. And these are the groups that are not my top 5. And then we have both versions of Rush, M-Wave, special once again. And then we have, move that a little bit. And then we have both versions of the Clan Part 1 Lost, Shonu and Minhyuk signatures. And then we have the Clan Part 2 Guilty. This is such a great one. I really love that album. And then we have the repackage of the first album, Shine Forever. I don't know about this packaging. It's not cute. And then we have Monsta X's The Code. And yeah, I need to buy more Monsta X because I'm slacking, but that is what I have at the moment. And then we move on to B1A4, which they hold a very special place in my heart. So we have the first mini album, Let's Fly. The second mini album, It B1A4. And then we have the first album, Ignition. And we have the repackage of Ignition. This thing is thick, it's heavy, it's glorious. And then we have the third mini album, In the Wind. And then we have What's Happening, the fourth mini album. This is by far my favorite B1A4 mini album. It is so fantastic. And then we have the second album, Who Am I, Sondal's version, because he is my bias. He my boo. And then we have Solo Day. This is a great one as well. Love Solo Day. And then we have Sweet Girl, which is the sixth mini album. This is the butterfly version. I think that's what it's called. It's also the purple one. It's purple. Speaking to myself. And then we have the third album, Good Timing. Another fantastic album. And we have the seventh mini album, Rollin', which Rollin' is such a great song as well. Like, get you into some B1A4. They make some very amazing music. And that's not just me being completely biased. They do. And then we move on to BTS, and we have School Love Affair. My first BTS album. I am missing the first two albums. We'll get those eventually. One day. Sooner rather than later, hopefully. And then we have the first full-length album, Dark and Wild. Fantastic. This album is a quality piece of work. Listen to it. I'm gonna be completely honest. Someone I'm not gonna name names, but someone literally put, I love a lot of BTS's earlier albums, Wings, and I just lost it. I was like, Wings? Earlier albums, Wings? Girl, get you together. This came out in 2014. Okay, this is 1 year after the debut. Let's talk about early, bitch. We're gonna talk about early because this is early. And then we have In the Mood for Love Part 1, the white version. I think this is the white. I don't remember what the versions is called, but I got Jungkook's signature from M-Wave. Super happy. And then we have Part 2, the blue version. Oh, these are really amazing. And then we have the Young Forever Night version, which I bought this off of that one. There was like a K-pop website. I don't remember what it's called because that was such a long time ago when I bought this. But they had like a mega deal. And you know what? You only paid like, I think I only paid like $10 for this brand new. Like, they was lit. I don't remember what the name of that website is anymore. I'm so sorry, but Jade, girl, you know that website that we bought these Young Forever albums off of, and we was like stressing out because everyone else was trying to buy them too because they had those mega deals. And then we have You Never Walk Alone. Yes, I don't own a Wings because why would I own Wings when I could own the repackage? Like, duh. I like BTS, but I'm like selective, you know. But there we go. Selective, right? Selective while we show the 4 versions of Love Yourself Her. That's selective. You know. Anyways. And And then we have Love Yourself Tear. This is the Y version. Now I've become selective once again. And then we have Love Yourself Answer, and this is the E and the F version. And they are fantastic albums. Love the holographics. And now we move on to 101, and we have the light stick. Ugh. Did I show that I had the twice light stick? Well, I do have the twice light stick. I don't know. I don't remember. Clearly you can tell that I filmed this on a different day. Anyways. Then we have 101's Season Greetings 2019. Thing is big and it's beautiful. And speaking of big, we have 101's Summer Package. Big and beautiful. Yeah. And then we move on to the albums. So we have the first mini album, To Be One, The Blue, and it's Kwanlin, and it's gorgeous. I actually was lucky enough to get Kwanlin by luck that one time. And then I bought the pink photo and slip thing for Kwanlin because I was going to do it big, at least for the first album. And then I also have this blue one of Sungwoon. So originally when I didn't get Kwanlin's pink version, I got Jaehwan. And then we have Beijing Young's pink set. Look at that loveliness. And then the first mini album repackage, Nothing Without You. We have the one version, so it's the maroon magenta color. And we have the Wanna version, and it's the rich royal purple that matches my sweater. Look at we matching. Lovely. Oh my gosh. I love it. Purple, y'all. Purple, y'all. Love the purple. And then we have the I Promise You albums. And we have the day version. And we have the night version. Yeah. The magnet on this, there's a defect. And there's no magnet on the strip to hold it closed, which makes me sad. And probably means we'll figure something out. But yeah, we have I Promise You, my favorite album of 2018. And then we have Undivided, and we have the group version. Lovely, gorgeous. And then we have Triple Position, which is Daniel, Jaehwan, and Woojin. And then we have the Lean On Me, which is Sungwoon, Jisung, and Minhyun. And we have the Heel, which is Daehui and Sungwoo. And we have Number One, which is Kwanlin, Jinyoung, and Jihoon. As you can tell, I'm a very big trash for 101. And we have the art book version. Yep. And then we have the Power of Destiny albums. Here's the romance version. And we have it right here. And it's Kwanlin. And then we have the Power of Destiny adventure version. I have Jisung's Slip, which if someone has made it to this far into the video and you have a Kwanlin strip or Minhyun slip and you'd like to trade for Jisung, let me know. And then we have the 101 fan club. Yes, I was there. For 101's debut, I was like, we're going to do it all. We are going to do it all. We're going to buy it all. And I still haven't bought it all. There's a photo book essay 1 and a lot of other shit that I haven't bought. But it is what it is. I think I've done okay. And then we have the One the World concert DVD. This thing is so heavy, y'all. It is so heavy for a DVD. Because it's a thick old photo book. It's a thickie. And then we have this Lai Kwanlin photo book that I made off of Shutterfly. You know, I'm not selling this to nobody else. So yeah, copyrights to the photos. Thanks. And then we have the photo book essay season 2, which feels like it weighs 20 pounds. It's so heavy. And then we have the GQ magazine, and I forgot, but I also have the First Look magazine, like that first magazine shoot that they did when they first was like getting ready to debut. Yep, I bought that as well. So that is my 101 collection, and then we move on to my top 5 groups, which, if you know me, you know which ones they are. Now we move on to the top 5 groups, which are Infinite, EXO, 17, Astro, and Newest. So we're going to start with Newest. Let's just begin. We have Face, the first single album, and the first mini album, Action. And then we have Hello. And we have the signed version of Sleep Talking, bought on Soompi way back when, in 2013 when it was released. And then we have the glorious Rebirth, the first full-length album. I think it would be really great if we got a full-length album again, like Pledis. Newest is lit again, so as if they was ever not lit, but you know, popularity-wise. So you could give them a full-length album, and I would love it. I would love it. And then we have the 3rd anniversary single, I'm Bad. This was 2015. Oh my gosh. All the 2012 groups are turning 7. Yikes. 7-year contracts is up. And then we have Q Is, the 4th mini album. And we have Canvas, the 5th mini album. Ooh, they have a lot of mini albums. And then we have the newest W Wear album. So we have the both versions that I bought in Korea when it was released. I was so excited, like super excited. I was ready. And then I also bought an M-Wave copy through group order, and I got Ren's signature. And then we have the Who You albums. Don't remember which version is which. What else is new? But we have both versions of those. So gorgeous. This one is so shiny. And we have another M-Wave copy of it right there. It's Ren again. And then we have the Waken albums. So we have I don't remember what the versions is called, but this one is the one that's made out of like a canvas material. This one is the orange matte material, and then the dark gray glossy material. And from Book Off, we was lucky enough to find Newest's first Japanese album, Bridge the World, and this is the one with the concert DVD, so super awesome. Book Off, it was like $8 or something like that. Pretty dang good. And then we move on to Astro. And I love Astro. They're another one of my faves. And we have the light stick. The first official light stick. This is such a beautiful light stick. My favorite light stick that I own. And then we have Spring Up. And we have the M-Wave copy of Spring Up. And then I just decided, let me just wait for M-Wave to do it again. So I did this M-Wave copy of Summer Vibes. And then we have no more M-Wave albums to be shown for Astro. We have Autumn Story, the orange version and the red version. Love them both. This is such a quality album. Actually, all of Astro's albums are quality albums. We're not even going to sugarcoat that. That's the truth. And then we have the special album, Winter Dream. And we have the Dream Part 1 album. So, the day and the night version. This one was a birthday gift from Jade. Thank you. And then we have the Dream Part 2 albums right here. They did release a special edition that I didn't buy. And do I regret it? Low-key, I regret it a little bit. But, you know, it's just a different photo book at the end of the day. And then we have Rise Up. Glorious. And adding to the new collection. All Light, the first full-length album from Astro. My man's released a full-length album! The green and the white version. Give me my life, boo. Give me my life. I love it so much. So that is my Astro and my Newest. Now we move on to my second favorite group of all time, which is 17. And so first off, we have the 2016 calendar. It's pretty much a season's greetings, just less deluxe as the ones that they've released in the future. And then we have the shitty packaging of the 17 karat thing. Looks like it's been through some shit, seen some shit. Yeah, because it's very difficult to get everything out and put it back in. And it also comes damaged because, flimsy. And then we have Boyz B, the fine step up in packaging from that atrocity. We have the Hide version and the Seek version. Amazing. Love these albums. And we have M-Wave, DK, M-Wave, all group signed. That is probably like one of my most prized possessions in my album collection because whoo, that was luck. That was luck. That was luck, y'all. And then we have Love and Letter, the first album. We have the letter version and we have the love version. Both are fantastic. Both weigh like a million freaking pounds. They're heavy. They are heavy. And speaking of heavy, we have the special edition repackaged album. So basically, you get the regular edition of the repackage, which the title song was Audrey Nice, for those of you who don't know. And you also get the concert DVD, and you get the concert DVD photo book, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. This thing is big, and it's very heavy. Poster for that album was really beautiful as well, in my opinion. And then we have the Going 17 albums, not Make It Happen, but this is the Make It Happen version of the album. The Make the 17 and Make a Wish. So we're gonna just give a little story about these ones. What year was this? 2016. Holy shit. 2016. I went home for Thanksgiving break around November 20 something. Choice Music was doing a giveaway, and they were choosing random. They chose I think 5 people. You get 2 albums of your choice. And I had just gotten home. My flight had been delayed, so I was already in a pissed off mood because I was supposed to come home at I was supposed to reach the Oakland airport at 8 o'clock, and then I had to take the BART back to go be picked up from my dad because he used to work across the bridge and stuff. And my flight got delayed, so of course I didn't get into Oakland until 10 something. Oh, no, I got in 9 something. And then I didn't make it through the bar until 10 something. So we got to miss going to the Japanese seafood buffet, but we got ribs instead. But then I was sitting upstairs in my room and I got an Instagram notification and it was like, ba-bing, ba-bing. And I was like, what is this? I was also kind of falling asleep, and then it said I was one of the winners. So that happened and I was like, holy crap. This is not happening to me because my luck always sucks. No, but then I was like, okay, the albums I want haven't been released yet, so they held off sending me anything, and they sent me these 2 copies of 17's album. Beautiful. So that is the one time I won a giveaway, and it was lit for me because that's always gonna be an exciting memory. And then we have the Alone albums. Yes, it's AL1, but if you spell it, it's AL1. Alone. That's clever. That's clever. That's clever. Anyways, we have this one because it has the 1 first, so we're just gonna say that's the first version. I don't remember the Alone version, and then we have the AL1 version. It has the 3. See, I don't know. Me and these versions, y'all. And then we have the 13 version, the all version, and so beautiful. I love the albums. And then we have the thickies, the heavies, the heavy bitches. Teenage, the second album, the green version. I bought these in Korea. I got my paycheck from my job, and I went down, checked the thing, and when they had announced that they put the money in my account, this is the RS version, the Roos, whatever, it's black. When they announced that I got my money, I literally was like, okay, let me just check to make sure. took the elevator down to the bank machine ATM that was in the building. And as soon as I saw it, I came back up. I placed my order for the albums, and I don't regret it. And then we have the white version of the album. Yeah, that's what I was doing on my job. And then we have the orange version of Teenage. Those things were so heavy to bring back home, though. And then we have the repackaged director's cut. This is Sunset. And then something. Oh my god. And now I have to tell what names these are. Ooh. We have the You Make My Day albums, and by the time I probably upload this video onto YouTube, I probably will have had my You Made My Dawn albums. I don't know yet. We'll see. But we have the, this one. I don't remember. This is, oh, it says right down the spine. The meat version. And we have the follow version. And are we even going to try to guess what version this is? No, we're Set the Sun version. So that is all of my 17. Now we move on to Infinite. So we have the MadeInL.com photo book, Lavian Rose. Ooh. Ah, it's so beautiful. If you know, Myungsu's my ultimate bias. And then we have the 2017 season's greetings. Yeah, I never bought a season's greetings for 2018. I just slipped my mind. No regrets, though. Then we have the first album, First Invasion. And Evolution, the second mini album. The first single album, In Spirit. I ended up with 2 copies. And then we have the first full-length album, Over the Top. And we have Paradise. That is such a great album. And then we have Infinitize. New Challenge, my first Infinite album. Love it. Destiny. Season 2. And Be Back. Ooh. And we have the 5th mini album, Reality. I never bought a regular version. Yeah. Didn't feel like it at the time. And this is where my Infinite and my only K-pop related tattoo is, because I really loved that album. And my second tattoo, as you can see right here, is the Infinity logo that they made for Reality. So there you go. Lovely. And yes, the normal edition, everything you see for it is in red, but you know, I don't like red as much for a color as I do purple, so I made the outline of the red part in purple. Yes. So that is my Infinite tattoo. And then we have the Infinite only album. Yeah, if I have Infinite, I need to get an EXO tattoo. I just don't know what I want for that yet. Because, I don't know. We'll see. One day though, we gonna get there. And then we have the special edition of the Infinite only album. We have Wooyen's Top Seed. And we have, of course, Myungsu's Top Seed. I ended up buying 2 copies. Didn't get Myungsu, so I did a lot of buying and shit. And then we have the regular version of Be Mine. The innocent version of Be Mine, missing some postcards. And then we have the pop art version of Be Mine, which came with extra postcards. And we have She's Back, that big old version for Japanese stuff. And then we have the first full-length album, and this has Myungsu's photo book. And we have 24 Hours, regular version. 24 Hours, My Man's CD plate. We have My Man's version of the For You album. Infinite's Air album. This is the photo book version. Book Off. Yeah, that's where I got it. Book Off in Japan. And then we have Sungyu's Another Me in the trash bag. Like, I can't get rid of that. We have Sungyu's 27. Y'all, so, you know, I'm sure you've seen, if you know Sana Storia, M Girl Personal, we got the idea from Sana Storia that since the inside of this slipcase that the 27 album comes in is actually like a little poster thing, Sana Storia had hers flipped, and I liked the idea, and we just decided to all do it, and it looks really great. So that was like so ingenious. Like, girl, we was smart. We have infinite H's, fly high, and then we have their fly again. I thought I got the names mixed up. And we have Infinite F's first mini album, the Korean version, and we have the Japanese version. This is version B, the photo book version. And we have Wooyeon's Right with 2 dots. We need to get the other Wooyeon album, and we need to get Sungyu's the first full-length album. Like, come on now, what am I doing? And whenever Myungsoo is ready to drop that solo album, let me know because my wallet will be ready. We have the 2 Heart album, Wooyeon and Key, Shut Up Flower Boy Band soundtrack. Oh, such a great one. And then the My Beautiful Girl soundtrack. You know, these 2 may be the mains, but you know, the drama for me wasn't about these 2. It was about him. Duh. And then we have the Destiny in America. And we have the That Summer 2 concert. Really beautiful. And then we have L's Bravo Beautiful Part 1 and Part 2. So that is all of the Infinite, and then we only have one group left. Last group, EXO. Oh my gosh. I think EXO is the group I have the most things for. I think. It's either Infinite or EXO. But we have the Lightstick version 1. And the Lightstick version 2. Yes. That was crazy of me. And we have the W Korea magazine, Baekhyun's cover. They also are the group I have the most photo books for. We have the EXO M version of the Daejeons. I'm sorry. I don't remember how to pronounce this. This is the thing when they were in Germany, I think. Is this after Luhan left? No. This is with Luhan, not with Chris. And we have the EXO-K version. So if you buy the EXO version, it's a black cover and it forms the German flag. You know. Whoo! We just gonna have to let that one be a casualty of the cause, because I have no more time because those things are too heavy. Oh, this one is heavy too, and it's not even as thick as them. The EXO-Lution 2 concert photo book. And my favorite EXO photo book. The Dear Happiness photo book. Even though Lay is not in this photo book, it's still a fantastically beautiful photo book. Like, there is some very snazzy looking photographs. Where is that Sehun photo? The one that I be lusting over, losing sleep over, giving my life over. Okay. Boy, where did that photo at? Don't even play with me. Ugh, whatever. Girl, I can't find the photo. Oh, here it is. Ooh! Damn, he beautiful. But yes, the Dear Happiness photo book. So beautiful. I had to lug that home from Korea. It was a struggle. We have the Baekhyun Polar Light second photo book, Pitch Perfect. This is my first ever fan site photo book. It's freaking beautiful. And then we have the Chanyeol Esprit photo book On Air. Another fantastic photo book. All of the Chanyeol. This was made in 2014, so it's old. There's not any like new photos. And then the first Puppy Store photo book, Almost Lover, which is just Baekyo, 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 which is my favorite OTP still. Even though Meanie is still my second. And then we have EXO's Mama albums. The XOXO album. So my EXO collection is not complete by my standards. I still need the XOM version of XOXO. And I still need an XOM version of Sing For You. Then I will consider everything completed. Because I do have Love Shot coming on the way. We have both copies of the Growl album, which the Growl album is one of my all-time favorite K-pop albums. And then we have the Korean version of Miracles in December, Mandarin. We have the amazing mini album that is Overdose. And then we have Baekhyun and we have Chanyeol's covers for Exodus. As you can tell, those two are my biases. And we also have Kai and Kyungsu's versions of Exodus. And I was lucky that KT.BOO sent me her copies of Sehun's Exodus, which took out a Chinese copy of Exodus. So I have the Chinese and the Korean version of Sehun's copies of Exodus. Amazing. Thank you so much. And then we have the two Love Me Right albums. Love Me Right Exodus is also one of my favorite K-pop albums. That album is amazing. And then we have two Korean copies of Sing For You, Chanyeol and Baekhyun's covers. See, I had originally only collected the Korean version, so I only bought the Korean versions of these. But then later on, I was like, let's buy the Mandarin versions. And yeah, and then we have the exact albums. So we have the Korean Monster, Korean Lucky One, and then we have the Chinese Monster and the Chinese Lucky One. And then we have the Korean and Chinese versions of Lotto. And then we have the Winter 2016 special album. This is the For Life album. And then after that, I said, we are done buying the Chinese versions because there is Chinese versions of the War albums, but Lay wasn't on them, so why bother? And then we also have the Korean version of the Power of Music album. And then EXO just pretty much decided that they were done releasing a Chinese version because we have Universe right here. Or did they? No, they didn't. There's only a Chinese version of Universe. This is when they decided no more Mandarin versions, I think. Because then we have the Don't Mess Up My Tempo albums, which they just decided, like Universe, just to have the Chinese version of the song Tempo. One of these is one that I bought at Target. And then we have the other two versions of Tempo. So it's Allegro, Moderato, Allegretto? Is that the third one? I don't remember. I don't have the Vivace version. That's how you say it, Vivace. Music nerds. And then we also have fellow musician right here. We have EXO's Love Me Right, the Japanese single. This is Baekhyun's version. And we have Chanyeol's version. Oh, he's so beautiful. And then we have Chanyeol's version of Coming Over. And that is it for the Japanese stuff. Sad. And we have EXO CBX's Hey Mama. Yeah, I don't have the second one yet. I am slipping, but it is what it is. We'll get there. And we have Moon Lovers, the soundtrack, because there is IU, there is Lee Joon-gi, and of course, Baekhyun in his drama, like, yes. And then we have the EXO-lution concert DVD. It's beautiful. And we have the EXO-ordium, EXO Planet 3, concert DVD. So that is all of EXO. All of my K-pop albums. Yeah. So I will see you all in the next video. If you made it to the end of this, do something in the comments. Like, let's just say, you talk too much. Just put that hashtag, you talk too much, in the comments to let me know if you really made it to the end of this video, because holy crap, this video is long. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I love watching album collection videos because I always think it's so cool to see what groups people like really love and what albums people have been like committed to buy and stuff. So it's really fun to me to watch these no matter how long they are, whether it be 20 seconds to 3 hours or what have you. So I'll see you on the next video, which will not be this long. Bye!